T. Power, Race. Throughout the course of these past 2 semesters, we've explored a collection of themes by learning about fights against discrimination and have developed a variety of skills. Though we covered a lot of content, to me, a couple of key contents and activities stood out the most due to their relevance and real-world impact, and should thus be kept in the curriculum for next year. Firstly, I think the most impactful novel we read was Just Mercy by Bryan Stevenson. Imagine if you're unfairly convicted of a death sentence. This is the reality for so many people in America, and this book explores exactly that, telling the story of Stevenson's experiences as a lawyer fighting against capital punishment and systematic racism in the criminal justice system. For students, this book is particularly significant, as through real-world testimony such as Walter McMillian's wrongful conviction, Stevenson utilizes storytelling to shed light on how the current system perpetuates injustice and the importance of advocacy, empathy, and compassion. Furthermore, as a teacher, you would definitely like class materials to come from a credible source. The author of Just Mercy, Stevenson, is an experienced lawyer with decades of work in liberating people and is the executive director of the Equal Justice Initiative. Thus, he is an excellent source of information. Therefore, I think Just Mercy must be kept in the curriculum. In terms of my favorite historical moment we learned about this year, I would undoubtedly have to say the Civil Rights Movement. By learning about the experiences and struggles of civil rights activists such as during the Greensboro sit-ins and Montgomery bus boycott, students can develop a deeper appreciation for the progress that has been made towards greater equality and justice. We also listened to the speech that Martin Luther King Jr., one of the key leaders of the movement, gave, with phrases that provide a lot of primary insight into how the African American community felt during key events, giving students an immersive educational experience. For example, his claim that colored Americans still feel exiled in their own lands highlights how they yearned for belonging but were instead treated as the other. Therefore, the civil rights movement should definitely be kept in the curriculum. Thirdly, the Living into Allyship reflection essay should be kept. Look at this dog. Imagine if it was trapped in a cage and brutally tortured. We see posts and posters all around that show problems in society, such as animal cruelty, and we might feel sympathy. However, many of us fail to actually lend a helping hand. As a result, the dog cannot be saved. Through this project, we are encouraged to bring what we have learned about marginalization into brainstorming how to create real-world impact. We reflect on active allyship, how to not only recognize that there is a problem, but also bring about an actual difference, which is incredibly important in a world as complex as ours today. Therefore, this essay should definitely be kept in the curriculum. Furthermore, in terms of the most important concept, I would have to say Asian American identity in America. As many of us here at HKIS are Asian Americans or Asians who might study in America someday, this concept has great personal significance to many, which from a teacher standpoint is ideal for impactful education. Personally, as a student who took hum in action and is an Asian, making me a reliable source of how many of your future students would feel, I resonated with this content the most. Created using Powtoon.